Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. And we keep the focus on the south of the Vindhyas in our nation and the state of Telangana. There's been a huge turmoil there. In the Telangana tussle comes the big jolt for the BRS. A major development earlier this Friday in the liquor policy case. BRS MLC Kavitha Kavitha has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in Hyderabad and is currently being brought to the national capital. The arrest comes hours after the ED raided her residence. KTR also confronted. KTR is Kavitha's brother. He confronted the ED officials over the arrest, calling it illegal. The Enforcement Directorate has claimed that Kavitha was part of a lobby called the South Group, which played a key role in the alleged Delhi liquor policy scam. The ED has alleged in its charge sheet that the South Group paid 100 crore in kickbacks to the Aam Aadmi Party leaders in exchange for undue benefits under the now scrapped Delhi excise policy. The other members of the South Group, according to the probe agency, were Hyderabad businessman Sarath Reddy, YSR Congress Party MP Magunta Srinivasulu Reddy and his son Raghav Reddy. While Sarath Reddy and Raghav Reddy have turned approvers in the case, K Kavitha has denied the allegations against her. K Kavitha is also the former Chief Minister of Telangana, KCR's daughter. Three AAP leaders, Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh and Vijay Nair, the former Aam Aadmi Party communications in charge, are already in jail in connection with this entire matter, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big twist in the Telangana story itself. Swastika Das live from Kavitha Kavitha's residence, Arunima live from the newsroom, and we also have Anshul live from the ED office in the national capital. First to Swastika Das. Swastika, you've been continuously getting us the developments. It's the South lobby or the South Group and the kickbacks of 100 crore, but this will have a big impact on the Telangana polls in Lok Sabha. Because in the Vidhan Sabha, the murmur was that the BJP has gone soft on the BRS.
That's right. Politically, as things stand, remember today the Prime Minister was in the city. He held a road show and he ramped up his pitch against corruption. He has time and again attacked BRS, attacked the now ruling Congress, accusing them of using Telangana as its ATM. And in fact, particularly Kavitha's arrest sends out a huge message, because for the BJP on the ground, they were constantly facing an accusation from the Congress that BRS and BJP are one and the same. Congress had been raising questions on why no action was being taken in Kaleshwaram, why no arrest was being made for Kavitha. Apart from, I won't link the politics with the case that the ED has, but symbolically on the ground, it does send out a huge message that perhaps there has been a stern action from the central agencies. ED today arresting K Kavitha under the PMLA in connection with the liquor scam goes out to send a big message as far as the BJP's game plan in Telangana is concerned, mainly shredding away the fact that they are no longer or they are not associated with BRS as claimed by the Congress.
Big impact there. Arunima, you were there around the Vidhan Sabha elections in Telangana, and the BRS and the BJP. BRS was being branded as the B team of the BJP. Those who campaigned against the alleged corruption by the BRS and its leaders from the BJP itself were sidelined. And there was a conversation that perhaps the entire efforts of the BJP on ground in Telangana, it was harvested by the Congress party led by Revant Reddy. How much of an impact will this development today have on the 17 Lok Sabha seats of Telangana?
Yes, political analysts believe that the entire anti-BRS vote was actually taken in by the Congress when the Vidhan Sabha elections happened there. Bharatiya Janata Party, in spite of a good start a couple of months ago, completely lost the plot in Telangana. So this development, political analysts will see as once again BJP trying to encash on the anger against BRS, which is on the ground there. But if you speak to ED officials who are probing this case, they will tell you this has nothing to do with elections. This is not political at all. The opposition, of course, will not agree. But I do want to point out what this could mean for another man who might be watching the proceedings closely, and that man is the Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal. Two incidents would have jolted the confidence of people who are supporting him. One, what happened today. Kavitha was also not responding to summons by ED and CBI, seeking more time. Today, ED officials landed at her residence and look where it led to. She was arrested. The other incident that had happened was Hemant Soren getting arrested. So, a sitting chief minister's arrest and arresting someone who has been evading summons or not responding to summons. Both actions by ED being closely watched by Kejriwal supporters.
Well, and this will have an impact because somewhere the Enforcement Directorate officials were also blamed of dragging their feet. What happens next? Quick, one more round of questions with our reporters. Anshul first, what happens next? Will Kavitha Kavalkuntla be brought to Delhi? What time is she expected? What time is she expected? And will she be brought to the ED office in the national capital? Anshul.
So yes, what sources have confirmed to us that the flight will land in the national capital late this night is what we are being told. At approximately 11 p.m. is the time that we are expecting. That somewhere around 11 p.m. will be the time when K Kavitha would be brought here directly at the office of the Enforcement Directorate. If I would just show you the current situation outside the office of Enforcement Directorate, senior police officials have already reached on the ground. They are making sure that the law and order situation remains under control because it is expected that the supporters of K Kavitha out here in the national capital would come out here at the office of the Enforcement Directorate once K Kavitha is brought over here. And once K Kavitha is brought over here, she would be kept at the ED office for the night. And tomorrow is what we are being told that she will be presented in front of the magistrate, where the Enforcement Directorate is like to ask for the further custody. Now, over the last few times, K Kavitha has gone ahead and skipped the summons that were issued to him. The Enforcement Directorate sources have told us that recently the former PA of K Kavitha became a witness in this entire matter, and post that the Enforcement Directorate wanted to question her, and that is the reason why she was sent summons at least twice to come in and join, but she skipped those summons. Also, very interestingly, recently the summons that were issued by the Central Bureau of Investigation, who is investigating the same matter from another angle, in that summons also she was called in as an accused, and the summons that was served to her was served under the section 41A of the CRPC, and she skipped that summons as well. So definitely it was in the making that the Enforcement Directorate could take some strong action against her, and that is what hasn't happened. But definitely this has
the likes of Hemant Soren and Arvind Kejriwal will be watching very, very closely, is what many are saying. So did Arunima touch upon that. But Swastika, quickly, what did the arrest note that was handed to K Kavitha say? And there was also some drama inside the household with KTR objecting to it and the ED complaining that what Mr. KTR was resorting to was illegal and obstruction in the way of justice.
Well, the arrest memo particularly said that Kavitha is being arrested under PMLA sections, in fact. And to answer your next question, KTR, remember, this is outside Kavitha's residence. Just a few hours ago, you had a battery of BRS workers, including KTR himself and Harish Rao, banging on the doors. And when they barged into the residence, they also barged into the room where the ED officials were there. So one particular video which is doing the rounds, where it shows KTR having a confrontation with Joint Director Meena Kumari is the name, where she's questioning as to how he came into the room. And KTR says that it was an arrest memo has been already issued. That also means that the questioning and all the searches were over. In that context, there was a confrontation between the two, and we are also given to understand that the ED, or if not through the ED, the local police has been asked to file a case against KTR and those who barged into the room while the ED officials were still there.
So there